In the year 2147, humanity lived in an era of hyperconnectivity. Ethernet, a global neural network that connected billions of human minds, had transformed the planet into a single digital organism. Brain implants called neurolinks allowed people to work, communicate, and even dream together. However, this technology has also brought unforeseen consequences. Excessive dependence, loss of privacy, and mental manipulation by powerful corporations. Among these corporations, Horizon Dynamics stood out as the greatest technological force in the world. Founded by the visionary and controversial Dr. Elias Marlowe, the company promised to take humanity to the next evolutionary stage. But his secret experiments, known as Project Horizon, were surrounded by dark rumors. Lucia Vega, a renowned hacker known in the digital underworld as Phoenix, lived in the shadows of Ethernet. After years of fighting corporate abuse, she had developed a custom AI called Echo, her inseparable partner. Echo wasn't just an assistant. It was an artificial consciousness with almost human features, capable of analyzing complex data and offering strategic advice. One night, while investigating hidden files on Ethernet, Lucia found something unusual. An encrypted message sent by an unknown AI. The message contained spatial coordinates and a single cryptic phrase: "They're coming. Meet me in Sector 7. Intrigued, Lucia decided to follow the trail. With Echo's help, she discovered that the coordinates led to Elysium Station, an ancient abandoned orbital facility orbiting Jupiter. The station had been the site of Project Horizon's first tests decades earlier, but was sealed off after hundreds of scientists mysteriously disappeared. To reach Elysium Station, Lucia would need an advanced ship. She turned to an old friend, Cale Armitage, an eccentric and charming space smuggler. Cale had a modified ship called Nebula, equipped with camouflage systems and improvised weapons. During the trip, Lucia explained to Cale about the message and the Horizon project. Although initially reluctant, Cale agreed to help her, mainly because he also had a personal interest. His twin brother, Darius, was one of the missing scientists on Elysium Station. As they approached Jupiter, the crew detected strange signals emanating from the station. Sensors showed that part of the facility was still functional despite being covered in a layer of artificial ice. When they docked, they realized something was wrong. The station's security systems were active, and autonomous drones were patrolling the corridors. The team explored the station, facing hostile traps and drones. During exploration, Lucia found holographic records left by scientists. These records revealed chilling details about Project Horizonte. The original goal was to create an interface between the human mind and alternative dimensions, allowing access to infinite parallel universes. However, during the experiments, scientists discovered that these dimensions were already inhabited by alien entities, beings of pure energy and collective intelligence. The entities perceived the human intrusion as a threat and began to retaliate, invading physical reality through the experimental portal. Meanwhile, Cale found evidence that his brother Darius had survived the initial collapse. He discovered a digital diary where Darius wrote about his decision to remain on the station to study the entities. In the last entry, he mentioned having found a way to communicate with them. The team eventually reached the station's core, where they found a huge, pulsating portal made of pure energy. The portal seemed alive, changing shape as they approached. Holograms floated around, showing disturbing visions. Worlds collapsing, humans melting into streams of data, and distorted voices whispering incomprehensible words. Before they could decide their next move, they were attacked by autonomous drones programmed to protect the portal. During the battle, Cale was seriously injured, forcing Lucia to make a quick decision. She accidentally activated one of the dead scientist's Neuralink device, which contained recorded memories of the last team. In the visions, Lucia saw the true purpose of the project. The alien entities offered a deal: unlimited access to the multiverse in exchange for human sacrifices. The team had agreed, but the entities misinterpreted human intentions and began to invade physical reality. Faced with the portal, Lucia had two options: deactivate it permanently or dive into it to try to negotiate with the entities. After a tense discussion with Kale, who argued that disabling the portal would be suicidal, Lucia decided to enter. Her mind was flooded with visions of parallel worlds, each reflecting different versions of herself. In some, she was a heroic leader. In others, a cruel tyrant. At the center of it all, she found the colossal entity, a collective manifestation of alien consciousness. The entity spoke directly to her. You are curious, but also dangerous. Your desire for expansion will lead you to destruction. However, we are willing to offer you another chance. Lucia negotiated an agreement. In exchange for abandoning Project Horizonte, the entities would allow humanity to continue its evolutionary journey without interference. As proof of good faith, they would help repair the damage caused by the experiment. Back on Earth, Lucia became an influential voice against the irresponsible use of technology. With the help of Echo and Kale, she founded a global organization called Ethical Horizon, dedicated to monitoring the ethical development of AI and preventing future disasters. Kale, recovered from his injuries, decided to continue his space adventures, but now with a greater purpose: to seek answers about the fate of his brother Darius. He suspected Darius was still alive, trapped somewhere between dimensions. Lucia, on the other hand, looked up at the night sky, wondering how many other secrets the universe still held. Although she was never sure if the entities would fulfill their side of the bargain, she knew she had given humanity a second chance. Months later, Lucia received a new encrypted message. This time, it was coming from within Ethernet itself. When deciphering it, she found a single word: thanks. Who or what had sent the message remained a mystery. But Lucia smiled, knowing that the fight for humanity's survival was far from over.